Emergency Response Liberty County is a great game, but as with every game on every platform, there is something that people don't like about that game. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the top 5 things that I don't like about ERLC. If you do enjoy or if you agree with me, then drop a like and subscribe and let me know in the comments below. But let's get straight into it. Okay, so I'm not just saying this, but it was actually very difficult to find 5 things that I don't like about ERLC. There was a couple that stood out to me very much, but the rest was very difficult to find. So I asked you guys on Twitter to leave some of yours so I can get some inspiration. Let's get started. Now, some of them are kind of fairly obvious. You will probably kind of agree with me on a lot of them, but the first one is actually something a little bit more unique, and that is the car suspension. This was suggested by somebody else, and I agree. It is only Roblox, we do have to bear that in mind, but the suspension on the vehicles is not great. Obviously, it is Roblox, we have to bear that in mind, and I will keep mentioning that this is no hate to ERLC. The car suspension could be better. I mean, I'm sure we've all been there, right? We've been kind of stuck in like a curb area, or you know, you would like reverse and you get stuck, and the suspension is just not very good. And even on the bigger cars, it's not really suspension. The cars just kind of move a bit differently, if you know what I mean. Suspension where the wheels properly rise and fall. Obviously, we have that in this game, but it's very limited. So yeah, that's the first one, not suggested by me, but I do agree with it in some ways. It would be nice to have a much more realistic kind of suspension, or maybe just a little bit of an upgrade on the current suspension. I mean, we do have suspension. You can see when you accelerate and brake, I mean, the car does kind of like jolt about, which is very realistic, but I think there needs to be a bit more to it as well. But let's move on to the second one, which is something I am very passionate about, and I think everyone else actually agrees with me on this one, and it is the loading distance. For example, if I zoom out right now, you can clearly see at the end of the road here, it's empty. There's nothing there, and it will only load in as we drive closer. This is nothing to do with my Wi-Fi or anything, and this is nothing to do with graphics. There's no way to fix this, and people complain a lot. Now, this is the same when you go in free cam. My free cam is not working, so I'm gonna reset, and now hopefully it should work. There we go. Now, if we just zoom out here, you can see this is really annoying. There's been times where I've wanted to kind of get like a free cam shot of the entire city, but obviously if I do that, what is this? What is this in the background? This looks rubbish. What has happened to the hospital? I think the hospital needs surgery on itself, let alone the people inside. I mean, look, this is really bad. However, I see why it is. It's to reduce lag, but I think we should at least get a setting. There are countless people that play ERLC that have an extremely high spec PC. I mean, my PC is trash, don't get me wrong, but that is not the point. The point is that for the people that do have a good PC, this should not be a problem. At least in the settings here, there should be like an option how we can change like the interior loading distance or things like that. We should be able to change the actual full map loading distance can handle. I think that would be a very smart thing to do. But let's move on to the third one, which is the pursuit detection system. So again, this was suggested by somebody else, but I fully agree with it. We've all been there. We've been in a public server. We've been driving around doing something, whatever it is, and you'll get pulled over by a cop. Now, even if you pull over, say if there was a cop behind me right now and I was pulling over on the side of the road just here, even if I have my indicator on and slow down, if I pass one of the little detection markers that they have there, which is how the system works, even if I'm going at like 2 miles an hour and that cop says yes, they are in a pursuit, even though I've pulled over, they will now be able to arrest me and I will now be wanted, and people do not like that. And additionally, it's also very hit and miss. If you're in a pursuit with someone, you can be going really fast around different corners and stuff, and it doesn't always show up. And it always happens to me being in pursuit. I think that is something a lot of people agree on as well, and of course I do otherwise. But yes, that is something a lot of people agree on. I mean, I do as well, otherwise I wouldn't have put it in this video. But yes, again, I want to know what you think about this in the comments below, and also what can they do to fix this really? I mean, I can't really think of a solution, but personally I have no idea how this can be fixed. Anyway, let's move on to the next one, which we all agree on, is FRP players. Wow, fail roleplay. Where do we start with fail roleplay in ERLC? Fail roleplay is everywhere. It is the biggest, most annoying thing for anyone trying to roleplay on ERLC. You can't stop fail roleplayers. It's just a thing. This isn't something that I put in there that can be stopped. We can see that some of these private servers that try to stop fail roleplayers do it in a terrible way. fair role playing, I guess, is part of the game. Like I remember Mr. Fergie, the owner of ERLC, once said, cuff rushing is not a bad thing. It's playing the game. The aim of the game is to be a police officer or be a criminal. If you're a criminal, you rob things. If you're a police officer, you arrest the criminals. It doesn't matter how quick or slow you arrest them criminals. The aim of the game is to arrest criminals. So cuff rushing isn't really a thing, and I get it. I mean, of course, it's not. If you're in a private server, it's really annoying when people just come up and arrest you, but it is part of the game. You can't be angry at cuff rushers. I mean, we've all done it at some point, right? Like someone's annoyed us, someone's been too good for us to roleplay it. We just want to arrest them, and we do that straight away, and that is what cuff rushing is. But it works, and it works very well, and it is obviously how you play the game, as people keep saying. I will just point out, this is my Wi-Fi. This is not the game. That is my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi has slowed down right now. Anyway, the last thing that I want to talk about is one that I am so hoping they change. It is the biggest thing for me, but I put it last because honestly it doesn't bother anyone else except me and other people that want to make videos. If you agree with this, let me know in the comments. But it is seasons. What I mean by this is, for example, we've not long had the Halloween update. Now what happened in the Halloween update? The grass kind of changed colour. It all turned autumny. I get it, it's for the moment, and it's so annoying if you're a YouTuber. I mean, I'll try and explain it in short terms, but when you're a YouTuber, you want to make a video that is gonna continue to get views for a while. Obviously some videos get views for the first few days and then die off completely, but there are so many videos that continue to get thousands and thousands of views each week. I recorded a video like a week ago, when it was Halloween, when there was, you know, an orange sky and all autumny trees, and then someone, you know, in like 9 months, when it's the middle of summer next year, watched it, they'd be like, oh, what is this? What is the map? Why is it orange? That's horrible. And the worst part is snow. Obviously the map is really nice when it's Christmassy, but after a little bit it gets really annoying. If I recorded a video, say on January the 4th, right, and then the Christmas update gets removed on January the 6th, that then means that even 3 days after watching that video, people won't like it. People will be like, oh, that's in the snow. I'm bored of the snow. I don't want to see snow anymore. It's not Christmas. Yet it was only 3 days ago. What I think they can do, or at least give the option in a private server, is to have like normal coloured grass, like a normal sky and a normal grass and normal seasons. So if we wanted to record a video for, you know, however many months in the future, we don't have to worry about recording it in the snow when it's February, when the snow is going to be removed very soon. I remember suffering from this really badly last year. I had so many ideas for so many huge videos, but I didn't know when the winter update was going to get removed. I didn't want to record it, upload a massive video, and then the day after the snow get removed, and then everyone watching the video just automatically thinks the video is so much older. I hope you know what I mean by that. I hope I've explained it well, and I think other content creators will definitely agree with me on this. Let me know if you agree with me in the comments below. Developers, if you're watching this, please add some kind of feature where we can have normal sky and normal grass without snow or without anything like that. Obviously Halloween and Christmas decoration is an exception, but anyway, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. That is all I do have for this video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. I've run out of fuel, so this is a perfect time to end the video. Thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye.